Shalom. I'm going to start off by giving all glory, praises, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to the brothers that's teaching His truth and sincerity. And shalom to the hopeful elect, and the 1/3, and the sincere listeners. All right, today's lesson is going to be based off of this new report. I'll read the title. I'll put the title on YouTube, whatever. I'm not going to give it a title right now. But pretty much we're in those times, prophecy is fulfilling itself, and the Lord is going to make Esau make his move. Now, everything is all speculation because they've been saying this for a couple of years now about the next pandemic and whatnot, right? And we came out of one maybe a couple of years ago. And, the people have pretty much forgot the lockdown measures that took place. But guess what? This time around, it's going to be much worse. It's going to be much more drastic, much more draconian laws being implemented. Okay, and so with this one, Esau wants to have the perfect storm. All right, whether or not it's coming or not, but it is coming down the pipeline. However he wants to implement it, right? It's coming. But I just wanted to pretty much point out the fact that I can't find this article on any Canadian news outlets, but I can find it on American news outlets or UK news outlets. A lot of these outlets, I'm just looking at the date, right? Now, if you see the date here, the first one is 2024 on 08. So that's the only one I really see. Okay. Well, this one is from a UK newspaper or whatever, right? This is not even related to what I searched. This is a US news article. Okay. And this is pretty recent. The one following it, it's August 16, 2023. The next one is February 16, 2021. However, this is a report that came out maybe a few days ago, right? But I don't see no top, like on the first page. Maybe I could find some on the new, but it's just something I wanted to point out. So why are they suppressing this information? Why are we only getting this information from social media, right? Because that's actually how I saw this post. All right, and I'm gonna get pretty much the let's see, do we have it? Yeah, it's right here. So it's right here. This is what I screenshotted it. It says report, and I just copied it and I posted it in Google so I could find the article. It says report: Canadian government warns country to prepare for a hypothetical new virus far worse than that could lead to food and fuel disruptions. Okay, so why wouldn't that be posted on your local news outlets, us being here, right? Other than social media, right? Because that's here, social media sometimes hearsay, say whatever. So sometimes you got to do your research, your due diligence, and go into things, right, to see if it's true. Because a lot of things is propaganda, a lot of media hype. And I'm not saying nothing's coming down the pipeline, right? But like I said, we still got to do our own research as well. Okay, and I have to point that out because why are you hiding this information? If this is how you feel, this is what's going down the pipeline, why are you hiding this information? All right, why are you suppressing it? Why are you suppressing this information from your Canadian citizens? You see what I'm saying? So going back now, I'm going to click into this. Canadian government warns country to prepare for a new virus far worse than that. Okay. The Canadian government has issued advice warning citizens to prepare for a hypothetical new virus that could lead to food and fuel disruptions. Okay, so this is a notable, credible Daily Mail in the UK, right? It's a credible news outlet. So, but why is the UK reporting on the struggles of, or whatever, and situations that have to do with Canada, right? Why isn't there any Canadian, news press based off of my search, based off of my Google search, right? I'm just pointing that out. I'm not saying I won't be able to find it, but it should have been in the top page for sure, right? Anybody with common sense would assume that, right? Anyways, it's a lot. I'm not gonna read all of that, but really and truly, this is just, what's approaching is fall season, flu season, all of these things, and they can pretty much implement you know, their draconian laws. I'm not even trying to make this video too long, you feel me? Because I just wanted to point certain things out. However, you people, man, this is all for you, the wicked, all right? The elect, Lord will, we're of that number. We're gonna be in the midst of it, all right? But that's not gonna be our judgment. That's not gonna be our suffering. We're gonna be tried, right? But really, a lot of our trial is coming right now, right? Denying ourselves right now, all right? Coming out of the world right now and separating ourselves and going through our trials and tribulations right now, right? When the Lord might take certain things from you on this side right now when everything's quote unquote good, to see how, to pretty much build your character for when everything is lost and everything is taken away from you, you know what I mean? How are you going to act then? Okay, because, basically it's almost a good feeling, because if the Lord takes something from you, you might lose your job or whatever. You're in a financial strain. I feel like that's a lot of burden that brothers go through, like financial strains, like, you know what I mean? Maybe I'm speaking for myself or whatever, I don't know. But that's a big burden on brothers, right? Because, you want to make sure you have like food, raiment, shelter, whatnot. You got to pay your bills, right? But say the Lord takes that away from you at a time where life is still continuing on. How are you going to react during those times, right? What's your mindset going to be? What's your integrity going to be like? Are you going to fold? Are you going to be like Job's wife? Okay, I don't even want to say it unless I'm reading the scripture for real. You know what I mean? But you know what I'm talking about for real. Right? Are you going to be like Job's wife? Are you going to fold up? Or are you going to be like Job? Right? And we got to be like Job. Right? So if you're able to be like Job in a time where everything, things are still going, business is still going, the grinding hasn't ceased yet, so to speak, and you're able to overcome that, the Lord has you in a predicament for maybe about a year. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, while things are going on, maybe 6 months to a year, whatever, 2 years, I don't know. But then you get back up through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. The Lord is with you. He's still providing for you. If you're able to do that and bounce back, and like I said, the grinding hasn't ceased. Okay, that builds up your character and your integrity, because when the grinding does cease and everybody's fucked, you see what I'm saying? You already knew how it felt to have nothing anyways, or to have minimal things anyways, right? So it's like, fuck it. Everybody's fucked now. Everything is fucked, so it doesn't matter. Everybody's screwed. It's not like life is continuing as it is. So it's like, fuck it. Fuck this world, man. Because honestly, we don't want to pay bills anymore. That shit is a strain. We're subject to payments and all this dumb shit, all this goofy shit. We're looking for a way out of this system and society, right? But right now, we're a part of it. It just is what it is. This is how we got to make our money, our daily bread. We got to bring out this word. As like I said, the grinding hasn't ceased yet. So even when it comes to us, the men of the Lord, teaching this truth, right? We got to be out there pushing this word and teaching this word as long as we can, up until they shut down the internet and whatnot, or we can't be out there anymore, right? So these are all the things that we gotta implement and bear in mind, right? Can get some scriptures. And we can get some scriptures. That's just how it is. This is Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth he hath but a short time. So right now, there's a lot of things going on, and even in the news, and that haven't been spoken about, even with this upcoming election and stuff like that, like talking points that they're having. A lot of the talking points that they have are things that we go into, like this whole World War III thing, man. Let's prevent World War III. Let's do this. Like, they're basically trying to offset prophecy, right? The different talking points and their political legislation measures and whatnot that they're trying to implement, and digital IDs and visa entry and exit systems and all that stuff, right? But we already been going into all these things, CBDCs and crypto and all of these things, digital currencies. We've been talking about these things already, okay? And we already broke it down that it's all leading towards the MOTB. We already said that through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, starting with our apostles and others on down, right? So, what makes you think that these different plagues that are coming up, that they're inviting onto the earth, are no different, right? Is it 7? Let's put grinding. Yeah. Yep. Don't allow pace. Just let me read it. Ecclesiastes 12. Could start at 1. Remember, Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now the Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them, right? So going back into what I was saying about the Lord dealing with you now on this side, well, everything is still continuing as it is. People still, the economy's quote unquote still going and whatnot, right? Whereas the economy's still going, but the Lord's chastening you and putting you through a difficult time, right? So where you have to sit back, humble yourself, and then see people, see the wicked, right? The heathens, 2/3 of our people like thriving and striving in this society. And you be like, damn, in your mind, like, damn, I'm a potential man in the Lord. I'm doing the work. Am I not better than these people? Right? Why are you doing this to me, Lord? And these are rightful questions you can ask. These are righteous questions. All right? You're not disrespecting the Lord. You're not calling him out of his name. You're a man. You can inquire, right? There's nothing wrong with asking these things, but then you got to understand the Lord is, you just chastising you for that time period, and he's building your character. He wants to know if you're going to be gold or silver or, stubble or whatnot. You know what I mean? So he's trying you, man. Because a lot of these people, when they're going to be like, I have no pleasure in these evil days, where's the Lord? Whereas you need to get the Lord now when there's pleasure all around you, man. When everything's turned up. All right? These girls' asses are getting fatter. Right? And distractions are on an all-time high, man. The lust of the flesh and whatnot. We're men, man. We got a reason, man. Everything's getting turned up out here every year. These girls looking better and better. Whatever, bro. I'm just keeping it a buck. Right? You want to, you gotta try and keep up and try and do things and make sure it's like, yeah. You know what I mean? Cause we're men, whatever. Nothing wrong with, doing what you gotta do, whatever. But at the same time, you gotta have that balance as well, and know that the Lord be dealing with you. Really you gotta certify that foundation with the Lord first and foremost. Anyways, verse 2 says, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain, Okay. Like, well, everything is going well. All right. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened, and the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up, the voice of the bird, right? The economy be crashing, all right? And they have to implement a new banking system, the MOTB and RFID, right? All of that going on. And all the daughters of music shall be brought low, okay? Your soothsayers, okay? Even your musicians now, your entertainers, all right? Because they're singing a song for you people to get lulled back to sleep and, you know, MAGA and all that, make America great again and all that, right? That's the type of thing, your politicians, okay? And when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fear shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and desire shall fail, right? Because you people have desires in this world that you want to obtain, you have goals and aspirations, all right? But the Lord's going to crush all of that, man, all right? Hence this foreshadowing of this new strain of virus or whatnot, right? Because what were you people doing, man, during the lockdown? You weren't doing shit. You weren't doing a goddamn thing. All right, you feared the so-called white man Esau. When Daddy Esau said stay in your house, you stayed. Okay? You weren't. When Daddy Esau said wear your mask, you wore it. When Daddy Esau said stay 6 feet deep, 6 feet away from each other, you adhere to that. Because you have your father the devil. You didn't have no faith in the Most High. How about you know how fucking stupid you people are to be wearing a fucking mask in your car and the fucking windows are up, man? You goofy motherfuckers, bro. Honestly, you guys are goofy as shit for that. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. It says because man goeth to his long home, and the mourners go about the streets. All right. Let's see. Let me finish it off with this. Zechariah 13:7. Awake, O sword, against my shepherd, against the man that is my fellow, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts. Smite the shepherd, and the sheep shall be scattered, and I will turn mine hand upon the little ones. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. All right, this is going into the land of America, Babylon the Great. Okay. And the Israelites that are dwelling in this land, okay? Two-thirds of Israel will be cut off, all right? Going to be put to death and take part in the lake of fire from the nuclear missiles, right? And I'll bring the third part through the fire and will refine them as silver is refined, and I'll try them as gold is tried, and they shall call on my name, all right? Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. And I will hear them, and I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my God, Yahweh, right? So the Lord's going to be trying us, right? So that's why we got to make sure we stay on that path. So I'm going to finish it off there, and Lord will you edify it off of this video, and say to the next one. Shalom.